It is Monday, February the 7th, 2022. Peaking? How bad am I peaking? Look at that. What a way to start the show. I'm here. I'm doing my little intro, the one that everyone knows. I haven't changed this intro in, I don't know, a year. I give the date. I don't know why it's pertinent, but I do it. It's the 7th of February. Then I got our production team in our ear in the control center saying, you're peaking. What a way to start the show, right? You couldn't ask for a better start coming out of what I think was really a banner weekend for me. Now, if you're out there watching on Twitch, or perhaps this is being pirated on some type of lesser than streaming service, maybe this is on Daily Motion, for all I know, the cesspool of the internet streaming services. By the way, I'm James, you are you, we are here. I hope you had as electric of a weekend as I had. Now, when you have an electric weekend, of course you're going to be a little excited, and that's going to make your microphone peak a little bit. Now I got mustache hairs going into my nose. This might be the worst intro that I've ever done in over 340 episodes of this show. Now, I was going on about my weekend, right? And if you're out there and you're watching, you're like, well, James, what did you do this weekend? Well, I did a lot of nothing. I've been doing a whole lot of nothing for the past month. But you know what? I found a way to make what the kids say the most of it. I thought, you know what? It's Saturday night. Why don't I just relax and watch something that's going to lift my spirits? So then I decided to watch a TV show called Crimes of the Century. The first episode was on the Waco, Texas standoff where a bunch of people died in a fire. And I thought, well, that's pretty depressing. Well, what can I do now to switch it up? And I watched the second episode of Crime of the Century, which detailed the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. I thought, James, you're having too much fun. And I went to bed and I woke up and it was Sunday. I thought only one more day until Monday. You know what I did today? I was walking down the street. I was listening to a John Lennon song in my ears. And then before I knew it, I was tearing up at the lyrics. Anyways, tonight's program is going to be a real dilly of a pickle. Much later on, we've got a guest who has not been here in a long time. He's here to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day. It's the one and only Sleazy Darren. Now, you want to talk about guests who haven't been here in a long time? Taylor McMillan is also joining us, but we're going to start this thing off hot. I want to go out on a limb and say the past 2 Mondays in a row have been some of the high points of the at-home program, and what I am doing is trying to ensure that tonight goes off without a hitch, so we're going to start this thing off hot, and we're going to welcome Toronto's very own Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, did you like that intro? Oh, yeah, now we got more tech problems. Racquel's muted.
This is insane. What did I sign up for?
Racquel, I'm not well tonight.
James, neither am I. I have a stomach ache. And you know what I called my stomach earlier? Like a little piece of shit. I called it a tummy. I was talking to someone and I said, my tummy really hurts. And then I got myself and I'm like, no, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Now, can I tell you something that hearing your candor sounds so similar to mine is calming me down a little bit.
Oh, good. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much. You're calming me. You know what? I had nothing to calm, but you're making my stomach feel a little more settled.
It sounds like you're doing an impersonation of me, but I might be doing an impersonation of you.
James, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Call me crazy. I think we're twins.
Yeah.
We balance each other out.
Maybe the reason why I've never had a dad in my life is because my dad is your dad. I was birthed. He left and went to Vancouver.
Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like something my dad might do.
Okay, yeah. Now, last week on the show, we talked about your dad listens to Papa Roach.
Yes, and I was trying to remember some other songs to tell you that he also sings to himself or watches on his phone. Loves Linkin Park.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Loves Linkin Park, and he loves Pink Floyd.
Yeah, see, that seems to me Pink Floyd or Pearl Jam, right?
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
No, get in close for this one. I mix them up a lot. I know.
Pearl Jam and Pink Floyd? Well, dude, they both have P names.
I don't know, man. I'm too young for this music shit. Well, anyways.
You know what's interesting is that they both have sexual connotations.
That sucks. I'm going to tell my dad to stop listening to music.
Because
altogether.
And look, people might not know about that when you really think about the name Pearl Jam.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah. Right? And Pink Floyd, right? That one just says it all right there.
Well, okay, James, even that was too spicy for me.
Yeah. This is where you know that things are taking a turning point when I'm the spicy one.
Yep. I don't think I can be spicy anymore. Not with a sore tummy and not with the news I have for you, pal.
Yes. Now you told me just a very brief snippet of a story yesterday. I thought I like to check in with everyone who comes on the show. Say, what do we want to do? Upcoming episode. You brought up a story that I thought this is perfect for the at-home program. Racquel, would you like to detail something that happened to you recently? And just keep in mind, I'm going to interject an awful lot.
Oh, please do. James, I'm losing my mind. So, a while, maybe like a month, whenever I was in Vancouver, I was a guest on a podcast called Stop Podcasting Yourself. Vancouver podcast. I know it's popular, but I didn't know how the reach was with this. And I'll get to that in a sec. So on this podcast, they were asking me, like, what do you do in Toronto? And I was telling them very passively about this hot guy that works at the Home Hardware on Bloor Street, which is the street that I live off of. Like I said last time, if you find me, I'll kill you. So don't look for me on Bloor Street. But Home Hardware on Bloor Street talked about a hot Australian guy who I've maybe exchanged like 10 words with. And we're riffing about it. We were joking. We had some ha-has, some guffaws. They gave me some advice. They're like, Racquel, do this.
And let's just say that when you fancy someone in service, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen the top part of his face. I also have only asked him like 10 questions. I literally, James, I bought a toilet plunger off him, an X-Acto knife, some picture hangers. He doesn't know who I am.
Can I ask this? Can I know what this young man looks like?
I don't. Okay.
Racquel, are you having a seizure over there?
I am done. It's the tech. It's a tech problem. It's it's not me.
Well, hold on here. Is this guy? Is he tall? Is he medium?
Oh, okay. You want me to describe? I thought you wanted me to show you a picture. I'm like,
no, I know. If I wanted that, I would have asked for a picture. I want to know. Right. You describe this stud for us.
Sorry, James. I'm just so paranoid. This has never happened to me before. This guy, he's tall. He's tall. He's got to be 6 feet. Otherwise, I wouldn't look twice. I'm just kidding.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, look, you like what you like.
Tall, good thighs. Mama likes a good set of thighs.
Wait, hold on now. You've got a good enough look at his thighs?
Yeah, I'm a creep, James. I look everywhere, up and down. His feet look big. He wears Blundstones. I don't know. He's got like a nice compact bottom half of his body, I think. Anyway.
Now, have you take a look at his rear end?
No, I've never looked at his bum because I usually walk ahead and he'll follow and be like, do you need help? So you can ask him what my butt looks like, but there's no way I know what his looks like.
Okay. So that's all we're looking for. A little bit of detail on this guy's rockin' bod. So you're on the podcast. You're telling the story about this fellow from Home Hardware.
Yep. Don't know his name, not saying much, playing it off as a joke. James, the other day, the day I messaged you, I get a message in my unfiltered messages. That means it's people who we don't follow each other. He messaged me. Somebody told him to listen to this podcast and they said, I think this is you. And he messaged me.
Now, I really hope that's this Australian guy's friend sounds, this is you.
Honestly, if his friends don't sound like that, I want.
You gotta listen to this podcast because there's this lady. I think she's talking about you.
They just sound like they're about to fucking bust all the time.
Oh
Otherwise,
goodness.
I want nothing to do with it.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
That's what you sounded like. Don't.
Well, I wasn't aware that's what that sounded like. I was trying to do a funny voice, and now it's gone into the toilet. Let's continue.
Don't blame me for putting it in the toilet. Right. I put it in the toilet, but you did the voice. You don't gaslight me.
I do the voice. The guy messages you. What does he say?
read it to you. Oh,
I wanted to ask you to do so, but I didn't want to ask you to do so.
Okay, this is so, what if he is watching this?
I hope he is.
Should I whisper? Should I do the rest of this in ASMR? I should have wore sunglasses.
Well, I mean, the perverts who watch this show would love it.
Oh no! How many perverts you got on board here?
Well, judging by the content a lot of our guests exhibit on here, I'd say many.
Oh God!
Right? We got to Sleazy Darren is here later on.
That's true. Okay, so I don't feel so bad about saying what I said.
No.
Anyways, God, I'm a different person when my stomach hurts. Okay, so this is what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Someone brought it to my attention that I was mentioned in a podcast by a funny, pretty woman. Next episode, the creepy Aussie at Home Hardware on Bloor contacted me. And then I said, ha 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 ha, oh my God, with like a million exclamation points because I was freaking out.
Yeah. Yep.
I said, this is hilarious. I'm so sorry, with a bunch of those crying faces that are like, and they have the tears coming down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I'm going to have to find a new Home Hardware now. Hey, thinking that was clever.
Great line. That's a great line.
Thank you. I thought it was good for somebody who was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then he said some things. I said a thing. He said a thing. I said a
Hold
thing.
on now. Let's, as they say, back that ass up for a second. What do you mean? What do you mean? You said some things. He said some things. What do you mean by that?
Very.
Was he like, no, it'll be fine when you come in to get your next toilet plunger?
No, James, once you have one plunger and you do it right the first time, you don't have to get another one. Don't you know?
You're right.
No, he made a joke back about, yes, go to the one on College Street, which is another fucking Toronto street. No one cares. But then I said, what did I say? I said, too far, but I did this to myself, I suppose. Haha, I can't believe it got to you. This is wild. And then he said, sorry, I didn't mean to weird you out. And then I said something back, and he hasn't responded in over, I want to say 2 days. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. 24 hours. No.
Yeah. Now, has he seen it? Of course he knows it. Yeah, but he knows, right? Who's not check? Is this, what platform is this on? Instagram?
It's on Instagram.
Oh, I mean, he knows that you messaged him, right? Come on, let's be honest, right?
James, the shittiest part in all of this is I actually needed to get a bunch of shit at Home Hardware, and it would have been nice if this message came after. Like,
okay, but let's examine this, right? Valentine's Day is coming up. This is almost like a little pre-Valentine's Day episode. And I think, let's just examine it. Now, what if this how old do you think this guy is?
That's the other thing. He could be anywhere from like 22 to 30.
Okay. All right. So we'll call him a young man, right?
But I creeped his page, James. There's so much. He might be, I don't think he's younger than 20, but I think he might be young. Okay.
Well, look, I think this. I think, what if he were to respond and he's like, you said this guy's Australian?
Yeah.
What if he said, like, why don't we, let's cut the crap? What if he says, let's cut the crap? Why don't we go out for a drink?
I love.
Would you like it or not like it?
No, I'd love it. I'd go. But I have to ask how old he is first. I like that you asked, is he Australian? And then you just asked it in like English, or what are we speaking right now? North
English?
American?
Yeah, North American English. Oh, you thought I was going to lead into an Australian accent?
Yeah, I really thought you would. I think
look, people, if you want to see me do the funny accents, you gotta pay for that. Money equals funny. Now
I don't have time for this shit.
Now here's the thing. So you're saying if he asked you out, you'd go, right?
Yes. I think it'd be funny.
Racquel, he messaged you. He messaged you.
But he didn't message me back. He didn't look at the
but see, that part I'm curious about. He might be playing, as they say, the game, right?
Oh, James, I'm too old for games. Another reason.
Look, I get it. Yeah, I get it. When it comes to games, you're ancient. Right?
I can't even play games where it's like,
Racquel, what if I told you we have a surprise for you?
No, James, I would jump off this call so fast and go back to Vancouver and leave Toronto forever.
Oh, well, we don't have a surprise, so it works out well. Now, coming in from the chat, this is from legendary viewer High Score Run, quote, Racquel, you ask him out, get it.
Okay, well, if you say get it, anyone who says
I didn't say get it
to me, I'm like, I know you didn't. Oh,
I think you go into the home hardware.
No, that's the thing.
No.
What? Okay, James, I have a very specific look. Like, you've seen me. You see me right now.
Yeah.
I'm also, listen, he's got me on Instagram. He knows what I look like. Even because, when you work in customer service, I did anyway, you forget what people look like. They're like, oh, whatever.
Racquel, what if you go up to the window of the home hardware, you put your hands on the window, you kind of look in a little bit.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
You go in and then I think you lead in with a little joke. You go, is this weird? If it's weird, I'll leave. I'll find another home hardware. And he's Australian, right?
Yes.
He's like, no, stick around.
I again missed opportunity to do the accent.
Oh, you're right.
Why are you asking?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, but am I on the other side of the glass when this is happening? Like, I'm still over here breathing.
I think maybe you start banging on the glass. Boom, boom, boom.
And if I break it, what's my move?
You're in a hardware
glass and be like, go out with me.
You're in a hardware store. You say, let's repair this window together.
Dude,
right?
That's brilliant.
I think you go in. I think he messaged you. Him not responding. That's a little peculiar. What was your last message before he stopped responding? Be honest.
Okay, I will be honest. James, I'm always honest with you. I don't think I've ever lied to you in my entire life. And I lie to everyone.
Well, it's very nice to hear.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry if I weirded you out. This is so funny to me. Did you listen to the podcast? Because I want to know how deep in doo-doo I am, because I said, I was very Racquel about it.
Okay, so you gave him a little question. But has he opened it?
No.
He hasn't opened it. Okay.
He hasn't opened it.
Now, there could be a lot of reasons if he hasn't opened it yet.
Okay, like
what if he got into a terrible accident?
Well, okay, still, you're in the hospital. Right? You have so much time. You can look at your phone.
Yeah. I mean, look, the reality is he knows you messaged him. We talked about that a little bit before. I don't know. I say, you got the puck on your stick. You got a pretty good angle to the net. Shoot your shot. Right? What's the worst? I'm not going to go to some dumpy hardware store ever again. It's not like it's your favorite restaurant.
No, but it is my favorite home hardware, and I think we need to be considerate of that. You know what this home hardware is called? What? Wiener's Home Hardware.
So, frankly, it's fate that you go back in there.
Right? Oh, yeah. I'm so, James, I talk a talk, but I'm scared of stuff like this. I think I'm scared of love.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere, right?
James, it scares me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a vulnerable thing.
Like the physical stuff, easy. I can do that with my eyes closed. I probably have, but
I love doing it with my eyes closed.
James, I cannot picture you doing it any other way.
I tell you what, eyes closed and in the dark. That's my move. That's my move.
You shut the lights and your eyes shut too.
Yeah, but then I say to the person, hey, can you shut your eyes too? I've said too much. Too much.
No, I need to know more of your secrets, because maybe I can use them if this guy ever gets me in the sack.
Now, we're going to veer away from what it is to be about me, but coming in from the chat from Abel Abe, we've got, sometimes I miss messages back, so it could be that, saying maybe this person hasn't noticed it. Also, quote, but don't give up on your hardware store.
Okay. That was hopeful. Like,
yeah, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. Racquel, you're afraid of love, huh?
I am. I hate it. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm being serious. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Look, but I'm telling Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't think you got a lot to lose with this one. The people in the chat, for all we know, he's watching this right now.
Which is even worse.
Imagine that.
Even worse. If he was watching this, I'd probably, again, move back to Vancouver. Or even worse, what's the opposite of Vancouver?
Racquel, let's look. Here's I'm gonna talk to you about this from the perspective of a gentleman here.
Okay.
Now, if it were me, and there's some lady talking about me on a podcast, and it was only flattering stuff, I'd be intrigued, right? It's not like you were saying like, oh, this guy's an ugly son of a gun. Someone should step on his face to fix it. You're saying nothing but nice. The guy messaged you, right?
Nervous now. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not safe. He's tapped my wires. Like,
why? No, if anything, he should be creeped out by you. What I'm saying is, you're the one talking about this guy on podcasts, and you're talking about this. This is a second show that you've talked about this guy.
I'm a predator.
Hey, you're the one.
God, I'm a predator.
You're talking about his thunder thighs.
Okay, I didn't say thunder thighs. I never said that.
Racquel, I want to try something here. Look,
fine.
What if this guy's watching right now? Why don't you just look into the camera and say something to this? Let's just give him a fake name right now. We're not going to give his real name. Give him a fake name.
Sir? No, that's not
Sir.
That's not a name. No, that was the first thing that came to
my head. Okay, sir.
No,
sir, it is. Now I want you to look.
Sir.
Look into the camera. Repeat after me, Racquel. Sir. From the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my heart.
I assure you that I mean nothing.
I assure you that I mean nothing.
But the best of intentions. Whether on a podcast. Or at home with James. Streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let me go back and do that.
Yeah, we'll take that one again.
At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So from me to you. I want you to finish the rest. No, I meant that was for you, Racquel.
Well, when I said I want you to finish the rest, I thought that was kind of sexy.
Yeah. But now we're talking, Racquel, we're talking about, we can't just always keep going back to the sex, right? If that's the case, you want to ask him, do you have the right tool for the job?
Okay, that's cool. Hey, it's me again. Do you have the right tool for the job? See, it's so easy for me to do that.
Racquel, imagine within the next 30 minutes, this bing, you get a little message on your phone. Look, let's switch gears here. We've been talking about Valentine's Day. I want to talk about something that you sent me in the mail.
Yes.
Which is, we've showed this on the show before. This is a sex game called Choose Your Pleasure.
It was your birthday gift.
It was and happy birthday to me. Again, this is a game. The rules are split the cards into his and her. This is very much a heteronormative game.
Oh, yeah.
They can be adapted for whatever type of pervert you are. Split the cards into his and her decks with the activities face down. Players take turns rolling the dice. If the dice comes up her, she draws a card from the her deck and may choose one of the two activities and vice versa for him. One roll per player per turn. Now there's this is a game that you sent me, and I've got a great big announcement here. There's a programming announcement that in a week from tonight on Valentine's Day, you're going to be here, I'm going to be here, and we're going to have ourselves a little game show edition of the At Home Show. It's the Choose Your Pleasure Valentine's Day episode, and it's going to be hosted by Dave Kaufman, and he's assured me that for the one night a year, he's going to be bringing Dirty Dave Kaufman out to play. So
what is Dirty Dave Kaufman?
I've never met him. But I'll tell you what, I've got a preview card right here. I of course I took this from the his deck.
Okay.
And this would be I guess this would be my choice if it rolled on the his dice. It would be challenge him to a naked pillow fight.
Okay.
Or alternatively, challenge him to a naked wrestling match.
Now, so I think are we guessing like what you would choose?
It's going to be up to Dirty Dave. Well, yeah, because I think a naked pillow fight. I think pillow fights are deceivingly dangerous.
They hurt. They're not fun.
When you're a little kid swinging a pillow, it means nothing. When you're a grown up swinging them, and that to me is a recipe for maybe a little argument after.
Yeah, or if it's like a lot of people are into like the pain stuff.
Yeah, they're into the pain game.
Yeah. I would choose pillow fight over wrestling because wrestling is hard.
I think I'd choose the naked wrestling, but I'd be worried about being injured.
Well, your eyes will be closed. So
yeah, that's it. It's gonna be closed. It's gonna be naked wrestling in the dark with my eyes closed. So it's gonna be a lot of this.
Is that you touching boobs?
That's me touching everything, Racquel.
Whoa, yuck!
Look, Racquel, on that note, we're out of time here. Look, I made myself laugh and I was disgusted.
Yeah,
I wish you nothing but the best this Valentine's Day with your home hardware hottie.
Thank you so much.
Look, just keep us posted by what's going to happen.
Fuck, I will. Oh,
all right.
I hate myself. Thank you.
No, don't, Racquel. We love you.
Oh, that's nice. And guess what? I love you guys too. But you know who doesn't love me yet? You. There's a home hardware guy.
Yeah, Racquel's not talking to me. She's talking to the home hardware guy. Well, thank you so much, Racquel, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Bye.
That's Racquel Belmonte. Look, here's the deal. You think of Valentine's Day, you don't think of me. There's nothing romantic about this voice, right? Imagine getting a gift from me on Valentine's Day and I found this at the store and I thought you might like it. And if you don't like it, it's fine. We can return it. I'm sorry I brought you here for dinner. This is more of a gift for me than it was. There's nothing. Look, it's over for me. But I'll tell you what, if you're out there and you're thinking like this James guy's not so bad, there's got to be a softer side of James. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I was walking down the street and a John Lennon song brought me to tears. Anyways, let's welcome our next guest to the show. Again, this is guests across Canada. We just checked in with Toronto. Now we're going to go to where it is currently 6:36 p.m., where this person has either just had dinner or is about to have dinner. We talked last week when Sarah DeHay was here about the Mount Rushmore of At Home with James Guest, and this person is undoubtedly etched in stone as far as I'm concerned. Please welcome to the program. It's Taylor McMillan. Taylor, welcome back to the show. First time, long time.
Hey, James. Nice to see you.
Likewise. Now, last time you were here, you won the at-home Halloween pumpkin carving extravaganza with a pumpkin of someone having explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. It could have leaked out slowly. I'm not saying at what velocity it does it in the anus.
Yeah, this pumpkin was absolutely unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. Look, I saw something off screen that this is the worst hosting I've done on this program ever. Now, Taylor, earlier today.
Mm-hmm. What John Lennon song?
I want to talk about it.
What John Lennon song was it, James?
I don't want to talk about it. No, it wasn't Imagine. The only version of Imagine I listened to is the. No, it's the only. I don't like the original. I like the one that Gal Gadot and the other celebrity. I like the Gal Gadot celebrity cover of Imagine.
Wow.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Is it Beautiful Boy?
No.
Okay.
No. Look, there's a lot of distractions coming off screen right now. Taylor. Earlier today, I said, what do we want to talk about? And you said, I got nothing, which really evoked a lot of confidence in this segment. I'm already coming into this episode, low confidence. There's the tech issue off the top. That's enough to take me off course like the boat in Speed 2. But I want to talk about something with you, Taylor. It feels like anytime you're on this show, you belittle me.
Oh.
It occurred to me as you're trying to get me to reveal this John Lennon song that brought me to tears. It's like, Taylor wants to see me squirm. She wants to see me struggle here.
Yeah, I really want to knock you off your pedestal.
Yeah, and that's the thing here is I don't think that I'm really on a pedestal.
I mean, you are hosting your own show. It has your name in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a megalomaniac.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But I often make the segments about the guests, right? Racquel was talking about her home hardware hottie, right? And then I started thinking about all the times that you've appeared on this show. Recently, you talked about how strange I was and how weird I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like most often you appear on the show and you find some way to try to, as you put it, knock me off my pedestal. And I really want to diagnose why that is, right? What is it about me that makes you want to take me down a notch? What did I do? What did I do to you?
I mean, I guess the question really to ask is, why are you such a little bit?
Okay, well, hold on here. Felt really uncalled for. That felt very uncalled for. I felt very unnecessary. But in the chat, someone writes valid question.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now, can I ask you what makes you say that? I don't think I'm an LB at all.
Well, I mean, you were crying today over John Lennon.
It was the
LB move.
Okay, so it was the nature. Sometimes a song just gets you. You're telling me you never cried at a song?
Not a John Lennon song.
Yeah, well, maybe you're not listening to the right ones. Now,
maybe I could tell you if you told me what song.
The angst in his voice and the message that got across, you know.
How does it feel to align yourself with women beaters?
I didn't know. I'm not aligning myself with a woman beater at all.
I mean, you're listening to a woman beater on in your headphones. Then.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm sure if we dig through some of your favorite artists, we'd find some WBs as well.
Nah.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You're calling me LB. You're saying that I'm aligning myself with the woman beaters. Now, Devin in the chat is saying, is James and LB vote yes and no? So we're apparently getting an official poll here. But again, I want to examine this. What is it about me that makes you want to take me down a notch? I'm really trying to figure this out, right?
I don't know. You just have some sort of haughtiness that I don't know.
Haughtiness?
Haughty.
No, can you define that?
Haughty. I think it's maybe snobbish. Kind of has airs above their station.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Take it down a notch. You're Shakespeare with all your haughtiness and station here. Now, here's the thing, Taylor. We go way back, right? 2014. Right now, for people who don't know, how do we meet?
You were my first ever improv teacher. Yeah,
and then a couple times over after that, right?
Yeah.
Was I anything other than kind and fair?
I mean, sometimes you blew a whistle at us. That was kind of annoying.
I have never blown a whistle in class. It was a dog toy. I had a dog toy. Everyone, it was a dog toy. And this is now you're talking about this out of context. I came to class and it was a large class. I said, guys, my voice is very hoarse today. So when the exercise, I'm not going to be able to flag them down by saying, okay, everyone, let's put a pause on it there. I told everyone that I had this dog toy because that was all that was available. I never had a whistle. It's not a whistle.
I mean, I guess like
you're leaving contextually important things out of this story.
I mean, basically what you've just admitted to is that you couldn't handle your own class and you couldn't even raise your voice loud enough, which is classic LB material.
Now this
some little wimpy bitch who can't even yell.
So now it's a WB. Now here's the deal though. You're conflating that with the truth. I came in with a hoarse voice. For me, there's some type of illness or condition. I think a real LB would have said, I can't come to class today. I need a substitute. I fought through.
So you came to class even though you were sick, potentially affecting all of us? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're making this look in a COVID world. It sounds this is a pre-COVID world.
What's your point, James?
Well, my point is, I feel like you're really painting me in a really negative light after I graciously invited you on the show.
That's true. Maybe I'm too harsh on you, James.
Maybe. Yeah. I think that your use of the word little b, was too harsh.
You're right. I mean, you don't do anything. You live by yourself, stuck in Montreal where it's minus 30. Have been able to work. You don't have a lot right now. I shouldn't needle you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it's really nice to be as considerate as you were in that. Yeah, so maybe you're saying we'll be able to move past this.
Yeah, I'm willing to give you some space.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking, to be openly. Maybe we turn over a new leaf and moving forward. Anytime you appear on the show, and I'll make sure that our scheduler gets in touch with you post haste for that next appearance. Maybe we can turn over a new leaf, and it's not as what I would say abusive.
James, why do you need my approval?
It was nothing to do with approval. It was a mere question of when you're on the show, why do you feel the need to this, frankly, the cyberbullying.
I mean, I feel like maybe you just hold me in really high esteem and you want my love and my approval. And is that how you're feeling right now?
No, it was a question predicated on, I've noticed that when you come on the show, it's a lot of mean remarks.
I don't think I said anything that was untrue.
You reneged on your statements of calling me an LB. So it was too harsh.
Well, that's true. All right. Okay. Yeah, you got me there, James.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, point James.
1 point for James.
Yeah, look, clearly I need it a lot in my life. Look, I want to check in with something and chat about something that isn't me being demeaned here. Taylor, if you're in Racquel's shoes, there's this Australian stud at the Home Hardware. You talk about him on a podcast. Mm-hmm. He messages you online. What do you think?
I love it. What a great story. Number one. I think history rewards the bold. And you have
history rewards the bold. Tell me more.
I mean, you don't ask, you don't get.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you have nothing to lose.
Well, that's not true. She said she has a loss of a hardware store.
Is she losing the hardware store? No, she can still
go. She couldn't go in there anymore.
Sunglasses and masks are a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you should, and you know what? Be brazen, My grandma always talked about this like brazen hussy who lived up the street. And this hussy.
So you're telling Racquel to be a brazen hussy?
I am. I really am. And you know what? I don't think
there's a lot of colorful language tonight, Taylor.
I think that Racquel would appreciate that advice because I think at base, she appreciates a brazen hussy.
Well, okay, so what would a brazen hussy do?
I think perhaps message. Well, it's tough because it's now been a couple days since the message.
24 hours.
Yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit of time. I think ideally you strike while the iron is hot. You're like, well, it's out there. Let's do XYZ. Just like get in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now what do you think is prohibiting this Australian fellow from responding? He clearly knows there's a message.
He clearly knows there's a message. It's true. I think he's probably just, what if he has a wife or a girlfriend?
Now that's coming in from our production chat.
Why would he message you if he had a wife or a girlfriend?
Maybe he's tempting the fates, right?
That's true. But I mean, I feel like you would see her on his Instagram. Obviously, you've stalked his Instagram. So you should, just get your best friend to do a deep dive. She'll tell you like where he went to elementary school, who his best friends are, what his brothers and sisters.
So stalk him. Your option is cyber stalk someone. Coming in from the chat again, High Score Run says, quote, Taylor would have wined and dined him by now.
Yeah, I was very forward in my single days.
Okay, so your advice to Racquel, and look, I frankly, Taylor, you and I are not on very different pages. I told her as well. I think you just shoot your shot.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe you and I are not so different after all.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some similar advice, right? Yours is a little bit more coarse than mine.
I mean, I guess. Well, how is it coarse?
Well, because I'm not going to tell Racquel to be a hussy.
I didn't tell her to be a hussy. I told her to admire hussies because they take big chances.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna call people hussies on this show. I have no agency to do that.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, that's an unkind thing to say.
Well, this is the thing: is my mother calls herself a hussy, and it is
okay. Well, let's dig deep. What is a hussy, right?
I think a hussy is somebody who probably dresses provocatively, is maybe quite charming, is really good with the opposite sex, is very confident and forward and flirtatious.
All right, well, we're going to go to an online dictionary here. I want to get like the actual definition of a hussy. It's a great time for my internet to start coughing. So here we go. Hussy, quote, a girl or a woman who behaves in a disrespectful or inappropriate way or who has many casual sexual relationships. So not too dissimilar to what you mentioned, right?
Yeah, I don't see why disrespectful is in there. That feels sexist, but maybe having many sexual partners, I think. Sure.
Okay, so you're saying that Racquel, maybe other people should really admire hussy culture.
I think you can, yeah.
Okay, I don't disagree. I think people should do as they wish. As long as you ain't hurting yourself or no one else, you do what you want.
Yeah, here, James. Look at that. Yeah. We found a meeting point.
Yeah, and all it took was you making disparaging remarks about me off the top on my own program.
Do you feel supported and appreciated by me in this moment?
No.
Well.
Okay, so you're telling Racquel to go for it. I'm telling Racquel to go for it. Now, I'm curious to know again, Valentine's Day is coming up. You have any tips for the lonely souls at Valentine's Day?
I do. I mean, I guess if you can listen, this is my advice for pretty much any ailment. You should find a hot tub.
So yeah, this came up the other night. Joe Conto was here. We had the wheel of topics, and he says hot tubs are depraved.
Yeah, I've done depraved hobbies in a hot tub.
What's that now?
I've done depraved things in a hot tub.
Now this is becoming a really 18 and over segment, right?
I mean, there's no details yet. My goodness.
Yeah, well, and we're not going to get into them. I don't want to get into them on the program. This is not a sex show here. So you're saying if any lonely souls out there should just go find a hot tub and just hope for the best?
Yeah, I mean, something always happens in a hot tub.
Something always happens in a. I'll tell you what. I've never had that happen to me in a hot tub.
You have really?
Yeah, I've been in a hot tub multitude of times, and I can safely say that nothing provocative or salacious has ever happened in a hot tub. I keep everything very PG.
Maybe that's because you're a little bitch.
Well, Taylor, it's been a peach. I want to thank you so much for being on tonight's program. And for you and anyone else out there who looks to enjoy a hot tub this Valentine's Day, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Right. Have a good one, James.
That's Taylor McMillan, her first appearance and last appearance in a very long time. What else is coming up this week on Wednesday? What's going to happen? I'll tell you what. Dimitri Kirez is going to be here. That'll be a treat. Pat Gordo is going to be here. Oh, another guest who belittles me. Well, maybe I just shut this program down right now. Maybe this is the last episode, right? Let's take it out of James, right? Yeah, he gives us a nice place for us to hang in there during the COVID-19 2020, the lost performers of the world who didn't have their little stages. Oh, guys, why don't you come on my little internet show? And they gave them a place to be funny. The same thing happened in 2021. And now look what they do, right? But you know what? You ready for this? You always hurt the ones you love. So maybe that means all the guests, deep down, they really love me. Folks, also, don't forget to vote in the chat tonight as to whether I am or am not a little bee. Also, one quick production note. No show on Friday. Why is that? I will be back on stage at the Montreal Improv Theater located in the heart of St. Henry, also known as the best neighborhood in all of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, of course. But we're working on a little bitty treat yet to be announced, unconfirmed. Keep your eyes peeled to our crappy Instagram page. Now, you can't have a Valentine's Day countdown special, whatever the heck you want to call it, with truly one of the biggest romancers in at-home history. Please welcome to the program, Sleazy Darren. Hey, Sleazy Darren, what's up, man?
Hey, James, what's going on, man?
Hey, you are in a good mood tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy being sleazy.
Yeah, it's not easy being sleazy. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't know. I'm not a sleazy guy.
Oh, come on, James. Look at you.
What does that mean?
I mean, look at you.
What are you trying to say?
You're sleazy.
Why am I sleazy?
What makes you think you're not?
Well, what about me is sleazy?
I mean, look at us. We're dressed very similarly.
Okay, yeah, we're both wearing flannel shirts. That's correct. That's it.
Baseball cap?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we both have a baseball. What else?
I got my sleazy soul patch. You've got your little sleazy beard.
What's this? Not a little beard. This is a big beard.
Little big beard, eh?
Now, last time you were on
Street?
Last time you were on the program, you called it a flavor saver.
Yeah, it's a flavor saver. Save some of that flavor for later.
What kind
I still
of flavor
got some flavor in there from last episode.
Yeah, what kind of flavor are you talking about?
Well, I had some sugar on snow.
Oh, yeah, the tears for the Nash?
Tear, yeah, tear.
All right.
I tore me some tear.
Tore it?
Yeah, that's what it's. That's why you tear it.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware. Well, Sleazy Darren, for people who don't know, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself? You haven't been on the show in a while.
Do like a little biography?
Not a biography, but you can tell people about yourself.
I was raised on a farm. No, I don't know. I'm a guy. I'm a garbage man,
Right.
And I'm a garbage guy as well.
And you've been a garbage man to celebrities in the past.
I mean, yeah, garbage guy is a celebrity, Steven Seagal, etc.
Yep. Well, but there's one interesting detail about you is that I don't want to call it a fetish because it makes it seem like I'm judging it. And I'm the last person to judge what people do.
Fetish isn't a bad thing, James. That's a judgment in your statement right there.
I was literally just saying that. I was just saying that.
You said I don't want to call it a fetish because I don't want to judge
okay,
you. But a fetish is a judgment.
And then I was saying that I don't want to say that because it might sound like I'm passing judgment, but rest assured, I don't feel that way.
But thinking that a fetish is passing judgment judgment.
I don't. Okay. Anyways,
because fetishes aren't all bad.
All right. So
I've got a baby toe fetish.
I mean, of babies or of grown-ups baby toe?
Oh, come on, James.
Well, how sleazy does it get?
It's not that sleazy.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so what I was going to say is that your romantic interests are a little bit, for maybe some people, unconventional, as
Sure.
you have a lot of interest in being the secret other man.
Yeah, I'm trying to normalize it, though.
What's that now?
I'm trying to normalize being the secret other man.
Okay, so you prefer to be intimate with women who are already in relationships and they're intimate with you behind their boyfriends' backs.
Yeah, exactly. I like to be the other guy. You ever see that?
You like to be the other guy.
Will Ferrell movie?
It was, The Other Guys, starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Not like that at all, but the same kind of name.
Yeah, they played detectives, and you're a guy who likes to sleep with taken men's women.
Yeah, but not in the Leslie Nielsen Taken kind of way.
Yeah. Don't you mean? I think you mean Liam Neeson.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen is from the Naked Gun series.
You got me.
Yeah. Okay, so again, my question is now when our booker for tonight's program said, "Well, Sleazy Darren's coming on," I would suspect it would be difficult for you to celebrate Valentine's Day because probably the people that you're sleeping with, they're celebrating it with their long-term special person.
Oh yeah, but Valentine's Day is a day where a lot of guys get into a lot of trouble.
Okay, well, how do you mean?
I mean, you wake up, you go to work, you do your job, you get home. It's 9 p.m. Suddenly, you look at the watch or the 365 dog a day calendar, and you realize, oh dang, it's Valentine's Day. I forgot.
Would you like to continue?
Yeah. So then you know who didn't forget? Your lady, and she's steamed. She's real steamed off. Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about what you said.
She's got smoke coming out of her ear. She's so steamed.
Okay, so you're saying that women in relationships are a little upset that their boyfriend, their husband, or whatever you want to call it, they've forgotten Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because not everyone's dating a Casanova. Most of them are dating a King of Queens.
You mean like Kevin James?
Kevin James, yeah.
Right. The lead of King. You're doing a lot of pop culture references tonight.
What can I say? I've been on a little bit of a kick.
And none of them are relevant.
What?
None of them are relevant. You're talking about the King of Queens, Taken, Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I was on a bit of a nostalgic trip down memory lane on the internet.
Yeah, you might be the only person exploring nostalgia through the King of Queens.
Yeah, it's been off the air for a couple of years.
Yeah, well, more than a couple.
You know, Leah Remini, she was a Scientologist.
Yeah, I'm aware, yeah. I think it's Remini.
Remini?
It's Leah Remini, not
Remini.
Now, can you explain to me...
Don't tell her that because she'll get steamed.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell me why you factor into where these guys mess up Valentine's Day?
Well, that's where I swoop in. Because normally they'll kick those guys to the curb. And who was always on the curb? The garbage man.
Okay, so you're saying that you're there to pick up the scraps when these women are upset with their boyfriends or husbands?
That's right.
What's your move? How do you make that happen?
I got a mailbag full of gifts that are thrown out.
What?
You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I see you said, quote, I got a mailbag full of gifts that are thrown out. I'm wondering what that means.
Oh,
what do you
sorry,
do with
I
them?
didn't realize I had to spell it out for you. So when these ladies get steamed, they'll try to run to the dep or something and pick up someone and get them in the last minute. And these ladies, they'll throw it out. So I pick up those things, keep them in a mailbag, go to the next lady, give one of these gifts.
So you're saying as a garbage man,
Then they
you give
melt
out,
like butter, baby.
you give out gifts for Valentine's Day from your garbage bag?
Yeah, mailbag that I found in the garbage.
I was going to say, I thought you were a garbage man, not a mailman.
I am. But it's a mailman. Sometimes they throw out their mailbags.
So
and that's where I come in.
So let's recap this. So when women are the victims of their husband forgetting Valentine's
Or
Day
boyfriend.
gift, or boyfriends, and then they run out to the corner store to buy a gift that is then deemed crappy, they throw it out. You, as a garbage man, found a mailbag in the garbage. You collect the crappy gifts that these women don't want, and then you re-gift the crappy gifts later on.
First I put it in my mailbag, and then I take it out of the mailbag, I re-gift it.
But if they're so crappy that they were thrown out, why would anyone want them when you give it to them?
Here's the thing, it's all about expectations.
Go on. Now you've captured my intrigue.
All right. Well, their expectations for their husband's gifts is pretty high. But those expectations are missed. But their expectations for a garbage man's gifts, that's pretty low.
Okay, so did you collect all of last year's Valentine's Day garbage to give out this year?
No, I do it the day of.
Okay, so
I don't keep it for a year, James. Some of those things go spoiled.
So by night's end, you're going to be giving out...
I don't want to give a spoiled gift. That's going to make that lady steamed.
I'm just trying to understand. So...
It's not hard.
By the end of the night, you're going to be giving out discarded Valentine's Day gifts.
That's correct.
Okay, well, has this worked out for you in the past?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to tell us a tale?
Well, I met this handsome Aussie lady.
Okay. Handsome?
Yeah, this Aussie lady was a real stud. An Aussie stud.
Okay, so you meet this handsome, studly lady, and she's upset that her husband forgot Valentine's Day?
Yeah, he forgot Valentine's Day. So but luckily I had been to a
garbage can
earlier, and I grabbed something in my mailbag. So I pulled it out of my mailbag this time, and I handed it over. It was a box of turtles.
Okay, so the chocolates.
The chocolates, yeah, not live turtles. Those I keep at home.
Now you spotted this studly lady upset, and that's when you swept in.
Muffin.
So this lady was a real stud muffin.
Yeah, that's why I swept in. Yeah, she was pissed. She was drinking a Foster's on the curb.
So what's your opening line in that situation?
I've heard Foster's, that's the king of beers.
I thought that was Budweiser.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
I said,
It was like a fun joke.
my mistake. You mind if I have a sip of that thing?
Wait, you just went in for it and asked her for a sip of her beer?
Yeah. And she said,
you're shooting your shot.
shooting my shot. You know, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes in once in a lifetime.
Right? So you have the sip of beer, then what happens?
Sometimes I got vomit on my sweaters. I had a sip of the beer and then I said, hey, you know what? I bought these for my dead wife. I handed her the chocolate.
Sleazy Darren. You're telling women that your wife died and you're giving that lady your dead wife's gift?
Oh, my wife did die.
What? I didn't even know you were married.
A long time ago. But James...
So you just recycle the line every year?
You know, James, I always told you it ain't easy being sleazy, but I never told you why.
You're correct. Oh, no. So before you were a married, normal guy.
I never told you why. Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, before this, my sleazy origin story.
You really
my
stopped
wife.
crying real fast.
I got over it.
Well, can I ask what happened to your wife?
Gun violence, James.
Well, I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
So you tell this stud Australian lady, these were for my wife, but what did this lady say?
She said, "Aw, crikey."
Okay. Well, and then what? Look, it's been Sleazy Darren. It's been a dirty show, right? So I would say, feel free. You say whatever you want.
I said, "Crikey," and she said, "I said, but these are for you." And then she said, "You want to share one with me?" I said, "Sure." She put it in her mouth. She said, "Bite the half off." And we started making out.
Wait, so you bit a half of a chocolate, then you just started making out?
We started smooching.
Okay, well, and then what?
Then I sealed the deal.
So you sealed the deal after the kiss?
Yeah.
Okay, well, did you stay in touch with her? Or?
Yeah, we're best friends now.
Oh, so you managed to become friends. Well, that's very nice.
Yeah, we became friends. Happy ending.
All right. Well, now, do you think you're going to see her this Valentine's Day?
Oh, we're not seeing each other anymore. We're just friends now.
Okay, but you're saying you're going to try to make this move in a week from tonight.
A similar move, yeah. Different lady.
All right, well, you're going to use the dead wife pickup?
I still got 9 turtles left in that box.
So you're eating year-old chocolate?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're good up until 2031.
What's that?
You good? That's 9 years of chocolate.
Good math, James.
Not bad, right?
Not bad.
Well, before we let you go, Sleazy Darren, do you have any advice for Racquel? She was on here earlier. She wanted to know about this this Studley guy at a hardware store. What's your suggestion?
Hey, maybe this guy is married to my old ex.
Oh, so you're saying that this Australian guy is married to the woman that you slept with?
It's possible she was married. And he went to go get her a gift at the home hardware store.
Well, do you have any advice?
No.
All right. Well, look, you don't want to let all your secrets fall by the wayside, right, Sleazy Darren?
No, otherwise it'd be too easy to be sleazy.
Well, do you have any tips for people celebrating Valentine's Day this upcoming Monday, or maybe people that are looking to celebrate it?
Look, if you're in a relationship, don't forget. If you're not in a relationship, forget about it.
Well, Sleazy Darren, look, I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
You too, James.
Well, it's very nice of you. It's the first time, it feels like people haven't been nice to me in a long time.
I vote no.
You vote no on me being a little B?
Yeah, I vote no.
That's really kind of you. That really makes up for you saying I looked sleazy earlier.
Well, you do. But that's a compliment.
All right, well, I guess you're right. It ain't easy being sleazy.
It's not easy. All right, take care, James.
Sleazy, yeah, take it easy. Have a good night. I really couldn't wait to get out of here. Guys, here's the thing. The at-home program and hyperbole, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. They go together like Batman and Robin. They go together like O.J. Simpson and Al Cowlings. What I'm about to say, I mean from the bottom of my heart. In this moment, and it may prove to be different at some point in time, I don't know if I have ever hosted this show so poorly in my entire time doing this. And I'll tell you why. It's because I got a production note at the top. I get on the air. I'm ready to do the intro, and I hear, "You're peaking!" right in my ear. And it throws me off, right? And there's been times I remember that Dimitri Kires, I'm doing a 2-minute intro. Then he comes on the air. He goes, "Your mic wasn't on." He had me muted the whole time. I threw my pen across the room. This, all I can say is that I pledge, with no uncertain terms, to do a far better job this coming Wednesday. That's what I pledge. Coming in from the chat, Taylor McMillan's in the chat right now. I don't know about that. Remember CanCon week? Oh, that was a real low point in my life. That was in May 2020. You can go back in our archives on our crappy Instagram account where all of our archived Instagram episodes are still there. I still hosted that better than tonight because back then I didn't know nothing about hosting. Now I'd like to think that I got my way. I've got my way. Folks, that's our show for tonight. I have to thank Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, I want to wish you the best of luck in the ways of love. I want to thank Taylor McMillan. I hope you find a heart this Valentine's Day. And Sleazy Darren, I hope you pick up every lady on the block. Until then, this has been our show. The John Lennon song was Mother. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and be well.